DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Back with another Dre story. Today, let's talk about a basketball story. So I was playing in this league. I don't even know what the name of this league was. It was in Miami. This had to be about maybe 10 years ago. So I remember I was on this team with this dude. I even forget the dude's name, but it was like three guys. They all knew each other. These three like Latin guys. And they were all really short. They weren't even 6 feet tall. These three guys, and all they did was shoot 3-pointers. So one of them was like 5'11". The other dude, he was like normal size body, and the other dude was like 5'10", and he was kind of chubby. And then he had another friend who was like 5'9", maybe 5'11", something like that. And all they did was shoot 3-pointers. They didn't grab rebounds. They couldn't really play defense. They were little small guys, not basketball players, but they loved to shoot through. That's all they did. So I don't even know where I met this dude, but he got connected with me through the dude who was running the league. He was like, yeah, have Dre on your team, because he knew the dude who ran the league knew me. But I didn't really know a lot of people like that because I'd only been in Miami for like a year or so, but he knew that I could hoop. So he connected me with this dude on the team, and then he went and he found me, and that's 4 people, and he found this other dude named Felipe. Now I think Felipe was from Colombia. Now Felipe was like my size. Felipe is like 6'4", little kind of bulky type of dude. He wasn't a super athletic guy, but he could play a little bit. He can dribble, he could score, and he liked playing ball, and he was a serious ball player, at least for the most part. So me and Felipe was like the biggest guys on the team. We both like 6'3", 6'4", and then we got these 3 guys who not even 6 feet tall, who all they do is shoot threes. So we was playing like I don't even know what team you would describe us as. We were playing small ball before small ball was cool. We had no choice because neither me or Felipe was a quote-unquote big man. We both like guards. So me and him would grab all the rebounds. We would play like 2-3 zone defense because we couldn't really play man. And we're playing in this league, and we would actually be winning. We would be winning games in this league, and we playing against teams that had dudes who was way bigger than us, and we would be winning because we would just shoot them out the game. Because Felipe can make threes, I can make threes, we could both dribble, and then we got these 3 shooters around us that all they did was shoot threes. So we're doing our thing, playing these games, playing 2-3 zone defense, and we're doing all right. So one particular game, we playing against this other team. I remember they had yellow jerseys. Our team was like orange jerseys, and they had yellow jerseys. And we're busting their ass. We're blowing them out. We beating them by like 20, 25 at halftime. This is not even a game. Their team was pretty trash. They had one dude who could play. It was this black guy. He was about the same size as me and Felipe. I didn't know him, but I heard he was from Miami, and he had played like maybe D1 or D2 college ball. He could actually play. He probably played overseas. Again, I didn't know the guy, but he was doing his thing for the team. And his team was so trash. Anytime they scored, it was because of him. So he's scoring all their points. So at halftime, we beating them at like the score is like 50-30 at halftime. Again, not even a game. Dude has like 20 out of 30 points. This one black guy. Now I don't give a damn because we're winning the game. I don't care how many points this dude has. He ends up getting 40. He gets 40. Who cares? They're not going to win. He ain't saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. It's whatever. So we get into the second half of the game, and I guess this guy on the other team, this black dude, he's from Miami. Now, Felipe's from Miami as well. I think Felipe might have been from South America, but I think he grew up in Miami. So I think they know of each other. And something tells me that these 2 guys have crossed paths before, even though I never seen this black dude before who's scoring all the points. Second half starts, and the black dude, I guess he decided to get a little bit more serious. So now he starts shooting the ball like every time. And he was actually scoring. Because mind you, we playing like a 2-3 or a 3-2 zone. So we got these 3 little guys at the front of the zone, me and Felipe on the back line. So this black guy gets the ball, he's just dribbling right through the little guys, and then he's getting to the rim and he's scoring. So he scores like the first 4 possessions of the second half for the yellow team. We're still up by 20, and Felipe calls timeout. Now Felipe's my teammate, he calls timeout. Now I don't know why Felipe's calling timeout. This dude has scored a few times in a row, but I'm like, yo, we still gonna win this game by 20. I don't give a damn how many points he has. We get into the timeout huddle. There's only 5 of us. We only have 5 players, so we didn't have no bench or nothing like that. And Felipe's like, yo, go box and 1. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is funny. Because, for those of you who don't know what a box and 1 is, it's basically a defense that you play when there's one guy on the other team who's basically scoring all the points. So you play a box and 1 so that you assign one defender to just guard this one guy, basically to shut that one guy down and stop him from scoring so he can't beat you. So like Stephen Curry, when he was in college, I remember they played a box and 1 defense on Steph Curry because he was so good, but his team still won because basically you're basically playing 4-on-5. You got 4 defenders, but you still got to defend 5 other people, or it basically becomes a 4-on-4. on defense. So Felipe says play boxing one, and Felipe was like, not me, but Felipe, he's going to guard this black guy on the other team. And I'm like, all right, you want to guard him? So I guess Felipe was just taking it personal. I ain't going to let this dude score all these points on us. So we get back into the game. We go back to the game. We're still up by 20. We're scoring. Dude is scoring. The black guy, he had been scoring on our zone, but we were scoring every time too. So it's not like they were getting closer. So Felipe's now guarding this dude one-on-one. Dude starts busting Felipe's ass. And Felipe, if you see this video, you know this happened. Dude was busting Felipe ass. He scored on Felipe about 3 times in a row when we start playing this boxing one defense. And I'm like, I ain't even saying that. I'm like, yo, you wanted to guard him. He's busting your ass now. You wanted to guard him. Now you're getting everything that you wanted. Now my man was at this game. Now I remember we used to play this game at this random gym, like in the middle of Kendall, in the middle of nowhere. It was like this gym like next to a river, next to a lake, and there was nothing around it. It was just an empty gym there. And he was at the game watching. There wasn't that many people in the stands. So I remember when the black dude scored on Felipe about the 3rd time in a row. And my man who was sitting in the stands, he was like, yo, Dre, you might want to guard dude, because Felipe ain't have no chance. So I'm like, all right, I tell Felipe after the 3rd time in a row dude scored on him, I'm like, yo, Felipe, I got him, I guard him. And Felipe was like, all right. Now, the reason why that's funny is because, look, you the one who said go boxing one. You wanted to guard him. Now he's busting your ass. And I said, I'll guard him. Felipe ain't offered no resistance. He ain't say, no, I got him. No, he said, all right, Dre, you got him. So after dude bust Felipe ass for about 3 points in a row, dude had about 30 points at this point in the game. I start guarding him, and me and him just start going at it. I'm talking shit to him. I'm like, yo, you ain't going to score no more. And we just talking shit, whatever. We end up winning the game by 30. It didn't even matter. He's might have scored maybe once or twice the rest of the game, but that's not even the story. And at the end of the game, it was respect. I shook his hand and all that. He could see that I could play, and I could see that he could play. And I seen him play. Actually, it was funny. The very next day, I was in a different league at a different gym, and he was playing. We weren't playing against each other, but he was playing in the game before me. And he was scoring just like that the same way the very next day. So I'm like, all right, dude can actually play. And my man who was in the stands watching, he was like, yo, dude could actually go. Now, Felipe could play. He could play offense. Felipe couldn't play no fucking defense. So why Felipe wanted to play boxing one, I have no idea, because he is not a defender. He never was. He was always a guy who could score points, but he never played any defense. So why he wanted to play boxing one, I don't know. But I doubt Felipe ever tried to play boxing one ever again in his life after that day, because dude was giving him everything he wanted. And again, Felipe, you see this video, you know that shit happened. Don't try to deny it. All right, so that's the end of this Dre story. You want to work on your game. Make sure you don't get your ass bust on the court the way Felipe did on defense. Go to hoophandbook.com. I got all the programs, defensive programs, athletic programs, so you can work on your footwork, so you can slide your feet on defense and not be getting 30 dropped on you while you asking to play boxing one like Felipe. Work on your game. Dre all day.